Hello, and welcome to Guidance for Better Life. Today, my guest is going to share something that transformed her life. And it's something every one of us can do. Absolutely everyone. It's not hard to do. Once you're aware of what transformed her life for the better, it'll help you. And it's not that hard to do. So my guest today is Carmen Snodgrass, and she's going to give us some important information. Hi, Carmen.
Hi.
I'm really excited you came in today because what you're going to share, I have the hint. I already know the general topic. It's an amazing topic, and up here at my school, it's one of the first things we start covering, because if nobody goes any further than this one topic, and it's a mystery right now till you tell us, it literally changes people's lives for the better. So thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
What has transformed you? Literally not your day, but you.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. And it's the secret of love. So
It is.
hang in there, there's more. So could you explain it?
Yeah.
I think if you really put meat on the bones and show how you were before you were grateful. You said you were grateful for a short time, but it was very fleeting and it wouldn't last very long.
Right.
And now you're more grateful how it's literally transformed you and your marriage, I think.
Yes.
Significantly.
Yes.
Maybe you saved your marriage.
I would say saved.
Saved, okay. All right.
So as a young adult, I'll just start there. I was very unhappy, frequently anxious, worried all the time, full of anger, and generally was just the type of person that was, if you say glass half full, that was me. I looked at what I didn't have instead of what I did have.
Okay.
And I was pretty much miserable, but this was my norm, so I really didn't know any better.
I think a lot can relate to that. They're just so used to a certain level of
Right.
discomfort, becomes a norm. They don't realize there's a much better life possible for them.
Exactly.
So thanks for sharing that.
Some of the ways that it would really stand out were I really couldn't celebrate anything. It was really the moments in my life when I should have been the happiest, I was almost the saddest. It was just that actually stood out to me when I was thinking about this. And this type of thinking continued, well into my adulthood. And then when I started coming up to the school and learning about gratitude and other spiritual keys, my heart started to open. And that's when
It changes everything, doesn't it?
it's like night and day.
Yep.
And I started to actually feel, I learned that God loved me.
Absolutely.
And I actually started to have love in my life and in my heart.
Wow. And it started, the catalyst, and there's a lot more things we do, but the start of opening your heart, you feel, was gratitude.
Yes. At the school, we're given spiritual tools or keys, and gratitude's one of them. And it's something that has to be utilized. It has to be used. You have to, feel gratitude and focus on it and demonstrate it. And even though I knew that, I still wasn't using that. I wasn't practicing it. And so
You knew it up here, but you really weren't experiencing gratitude.
I wasn't.
It was a concept more than a reality for you.
Yes, I basically reached a crossroads. It was 8 short months after I got married, and I was still operating with the fear and the doubt, the worry, and the anger. And it was manifesting in my marriage where I was extremely insecure but didn't realize it, and would start fights where I didn't need to. And it was just getting to a crossroads, and I was at a class at the school, and you changed my life because you gave me the truth. And you said, "You're not grateful." And
for anything.
Right.
I mean, the sunny day, a breath, God gives us every breath, just nothing.
Exactly.
And you had to have a wonderful life. You just were blind to it.
Right.
And what happened after you finally,
Well,
you really heard that?
you told me that, and you said, but you know what? You can change this.
You have total power to change your lives.
You said,
Absolutely.
I was in a small room, a small group of students, and you said, you could become one of the most grateful people in this room, which was like shocking to hear at that point, because I was probably the least grateful person in that room. And so something amazing happened after that I'd like to share. I went home, this was after the class, and I knew the truth, but I was still really low. My husband Mark and I were driving to the dump, and when I look back now, I think like spiritually I was about to dump something. I didn't see that before, but we were driving to the dump. We weren't really talking, and it was like you said, breath of fresh air. That's exactly what this was like. I had this wave of love come into my heart, and all of a sudden I felt lighter, free, joy. I started being grateful for the sunny day, being with Mark. My life, it just started to snowball.
Wow.
And I believe now that was a gift from God.
It sounds like you were ready, and God sometimes will help us once you give permission in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
He could have done that before, but maybe you didn't really want that, and he won't violate your free will. So are you saying on some level you wanted help and you wanted to change?
Absolutely.
And
yeah,
God knows what's in our heart, and then it's so perfect you're going to the dump.
I know. Yeah.
So perfect. It's like spiritually you're going to dump the old and make room for the new. That's why you go to the dump. Take rid of the old stuff that no longer serves anymore.
Right.
That's broken.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And God's so cool that he could do that and give the Holy Spirit this wave of feeling love and gratitude as you're going to a physical dump, right?
Yes.
The dump here in Virginia. Wow.
That moment was really pivotal because it was so clear the night and day. Like, I had a closed heart, I was miserable, and then seconds later I was grateful, full of light and love and happiness.
We could really compare the two.
Right. And
you can choose which way do you want to live.
Exactly. And I think I laughed out loud, and I was like, okay, I get it. I get it. Like, this is gratitude. It is the secret to love.
It truly is the secret of love.
Yeah. It was.
But your norm was, you were so used to a norm without much love or gratitude.
Correct. Yes.
You had to actually experience it, and that's what we do up at the school a lot. The divine helps us experience something we talk about, and then you go, oh, that's it.
Right.
So was that the end of all your woes? Everything was perfect?
No, it was.
Oh, there's.
No, I mean it. I had to every day after that keep building.
So you started to do your part.
Exactly.
But you knew what the goal was, and it was worth it at that point. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You knew
absolutely.
That's the direction you wanted to go.
Right. Yeah. It was mechanical at first.
Okay.
I had a gratitude journal where I would just write, what I was grateful for throughout the day, and that helped me focus.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
That's a real good start until it becomes spontaneous.
Right.
That's an excellent idea.
Yeah.
How you doing now? Have you kind of backslid, gone backwards, or is it more spontaneous now? Are you a different person, or are you still struggling to be grateful?
It's no longer a struggle now.
Okay.
It's a way of life. Like,
Wow.
just now and something that I've learned up at the school is that everything I have is a gift of love from God.
Our very breath is a gift of love.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wake up in the morning and you're not 6 feet under, you got something to be grateful for.
Right.
Everything.
Hot cup of coffee.
Hot cup of coffee, the laughter of your beautiful daughter.
Right.
Coming to hug you.
Yeah.
Your awesome husband that loves you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And you had that before. You just didn't see it.
It's totally Yeah.
Gratitude transformed you. You're sticking to that.
Absolutely. It's tattooed on me. It's really.
Tattooed.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's on me.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
If you're not happy, or if you check and you feel like, hey, maybe you haven't been as grateful lately, try it. Count your blessings every day, and it will change your life.
I've known you for a while. Thanks for adding that.
Yeah.
And I think at one time you felt it saved your marriage.
Yes. Yeah.
Recognizing the blessings you had instead of always being sort of unhappy with everything.
Yeah. I don't know if I explained that very well, but I think a little bit of gratitude in that time would have went a long way. Like, it wouldn't have solved all my problems, but it would have mitigated a lot of that anger and the fights and just.
Yeah. It seemed like, are you saying that your life was actually really good all along? Your husband, you have a beautiful
Awesome.
marriage, awesome
Yes.
life, your career and all, everything's really good, your health, all that.
Right.
The problem is you didn't recognize it. Is that the main problem? It didn't
Yes.
change life,
No.
but your perception.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So you weren't grateful because you got a bigger, fancier job or a stronger husband or
No.
something. Gratitude for what you already had transformed you. Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Carmen,
you.
for coming in today, early today. So, and thank you for watching. If you're still here, this is such a simple thing to work towards in little baby steps, being grateful for what you already have. It seems like God blesses us with more once we accept and we're grateful for what we already have. So if you start seeing, as Carmen said, a little bit of half full instead of always half empty, it will literally uplift your life significantly without any real changes other than your attitude. So thank you for watching, and I really do hope you'll consider what Carmen said, and I hope this will bless you. Thank you very much for watching.